Shut up.
Come on.
Shut up.
What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the...
Yeah.
What? Welcome back to the Shut Up podcast. I don't know what that was. What's going on over there?
We're back.
Sure, we are back. We know it's been a long time.
Episode 10.
Episode 10. This is the season finale that y'all been waiting for 2 months.
Season 1. This is season 1.
Yeah.
You don't want to miss season 2 because we got things happening.
Yeah. And I know y'all probably be wondering why I have glasses on. It's because he loved to talk about the glasses that I was wearing last time. So I went ahead and just brought more glasses
And
to
I'm
wear.
sure you're also wondering why he didn't give us a memo that we were going to Miami because apparently.
I'm in Miami, trick. No.
Oh, that is. You took it back to 2015.
I thought
Was it
it was early. I
2015?
felt like it was earlier than that.
Oh, was it like what, 13?
We haven't even introduced our guest. You're just talking.
Our
away.
guest today.
Our guest today, we have a really special guest.
We really do. Very exciting.
Yeah. He goes by Chris.
Chris.
That's it. I'm just kidding. ChrisBStation on Instagram. But
ChrisBStation.
Chris B. We're going to call him Chris B. But
Ooh,
yeah,
I like that. That's a rap name. Chris, call me Chris B.
Oh, yeah, he has bars for days.
Oh, let's hear something.
Don't do that to me.
No, but
I have to go.
But Chris is a content creator. He's
Yes.
also a videographer and editor. And he's worked for people like Shane Dawson.
Still does.
He still works for people like Shane Dawson.
Shane Dawson by,
I hope I still have a job.
I hope so too for your sake.
I need the money.
Oh man, don't we all?
In these trying times, I hate when people say stuff like that.
I hate
In
that
these
too.
blah, blah, blah times, I'm like, how about you time your way out of here? I hate it.
Yeah, I'm gonna take these off though because I need to be able to serve looks.
They are cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, what you have on is cool too.
it is cool.
It's
And you've actually
cool.
said that yourself, so you're going to
Yeah.
sit here and take that back. Oh,
Take what
fake.
back? I
That's
said it was
crazy.
cool.
Oh, you know exactly how you
cool.
said it. That's weird.
It's cool though.
Oh, you look, it's cool.
This is crazy for me. I've never been on a podcast where I was like a really big fan of the podcast and then was on. So this is crazy.
Aw.
Like this is. I'm not nervous.
No, don't be.
funny.
Please don't. All we do is just talk about each other all the time. But if you get caught in the crossfire, I apologize. But you're also a bully yourself.
I'm a what?
Okay, that's
You are also a bully
that's a
yourself.
Wow.
that's a very serious claim.
That is.
Yeah, but you're a bully too.
No, I'm not a bully. According to you, I'm the other B word.
my gosh.
You're the bully.
What's the other B word?
You see that?
It's bully behavior. This is.
You see how you just bucked up on me just now?
Who
You're a
bucked on
bully.
you?
I think you're the bully and you're just gaslighting everyone around
No, see how both of you guys are both like calling me gaslighter. That's bully behavior.
But anyways, Chris, how are you? How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for letting me be on this podcast. It's, again, one of my favorite podcasts, truly. You guys are really funny.
Yay!
I can't believe
Thank
I'm
you so
here.
much.
I'm only going to make it worse because you two are so funny
No,
together. So I'm here
that's
to bring
funny.
it down. But
I'm here to bring it down. Bring down the morale. everyone.
Sometimes we need to bring it down just a little bit. Sometimes.
yeah. No. What is that? Whoa.
Listen,
other
there's about to be
times,
black
you know.
on black crimes in this episode today.
Black on
He
black
is-
crime.
There is something in my mouth. I don't know what it is.
Pause. No Diddy.
I'm leaving. Can we just get
That's the most Diddy thing you could ever say.
Mr. begin?
But to answer your question, I'm good overall, except I'm dying. But like,
Yeah,
good,
no,
you know.
Oh my gosh.
We've heard. The reason why it's been 2 months
We've heard.
is because this poor gentleman.
Oh, I thought you were like, it's been long enough. Get over it. I thought that's where you were going
Oh,
with it.
not at all. No, I was severely
twist.
concerned. Yeah, no, for sure. I was severely concerned. Severely concerned?
You weren't. You're never.
Sincerely concerned.
When are you ever severely or sincerely concerned?
Why do you keep looking at your hands as if you got a manicure and you have?
Why do you keep looking at your hands? I don't know. I didn't have anything to say.
Yeah, no, unfortunately, Chris had to go to a hospital the day of the shoot. And so his boyfriend was nice enough to let us know. But so we were very concerned and hoping that he was going to make it out alive because it was really serious.
We should have done an episode from the hospital, is what we should have done.
No, because
I had a lot of
That would
time.
have been such poor taste.
But you were
Like-
you were unconscious.
Sometimes.
So
That's very those social media like pranksters and comedians that really don't know how to stop.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, so the next episode, welcome our guest.
yeah, sure. I would have just kept like hitting your stomach like. Yeah.
We would have
It's
gotten.
funny because he had stomach issues. So
I did. I had sepsis. It was infected all my organs, and I was dying.
yes.
Officially said
Yeah,
the
that's
doctor.
crazy.
When he told me that sepsis, I was like, what?
Yeah, that's I mean,
World stop.
And for those of y'all who don't know, that's actually very, very serious. So that's if anybody
it's
ever
life-threatening,
no,
for
yeah.
sure.
If anybody ever says that and you haven't heard that word before, just be worried.
I had never heard it before, so the first time I heard it was a doctor telling it to me. I was like, I don't know what that is. What do I have to do?
Oh,
Give me an
no,
antibiotic. Let's go
yeah.
on. And the doctor had to like stop me and be like, because I kept saying I'm gonna go to work tomorrow when I'm out of here. And he was like, you were dying yesterday. You were in here on life support. Don't go to work tomorrow. And I was like,
Yeah, the way he's such a happy-go-lucky person. Like he's just like, oh yeah, sure. Like I'll just bounce back like normal. That's how he talks. And so when it's the same thing as when he was telling me that, oh yeah, I just had sepsis, and I'm just like,
but
what?
That's boring. We can move on. I found out you're racist moments ago. So that's more interesting.
that's
to me.
also boring.
And I second that.
Did he not say that? I'm
Yeah,
not,
he
I'm not
did.
making
Yeah,
this
he
up.
did.
I didn't.
I'm not
I'm
making
sorry.
this up.
I didn't deny it. I was just saying.
Okay, so then you're saying it now.
Are you happy?
Yes. Yes.
That's good. I'm glad you're happy.
I'm glad that I'm
Let's
also
move
happy.
So to everyone, to specific
So-
people, to
To blacks.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
specifically.
No, to black specifically. Yeah. With the
Season
S.
finale. I'm telling you, everything is coming to light.
Oh no, like okay, so here's the thing. Here's the deal.
thing.
Here's the deal.
Here's
This
the
is what I
deal.
said. This is what I said before we started recording. And I don't mind saying it. I said sometimes you have to be racist.
Now, please explain that because that don't make any sense.
Okay.
I think I have to go.
No, you don't have, no, you're fine. Stay here. No.
You stay right in that damn seat.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, Daddy.
No. He loves. No, so if I could explain, please. So there was a time recently, this is how I discovered that I needed to be racist sometimes, because there was a time recently we were at a Catholic church, and if my family sees this,
You discovered this at a church?
I discovered this
Sorry.
at a church. If my family sees this, sorry, but this is what they're getting me to talk about. So,
First of all, hold on.
First of all,
Nobody's
no, hold
getting
on.
you.
wanted me
Nobody's
to-
getting you.
You asked me.
Yeah, I
You
asked you.
asked me
so
to,
you're-
and so
but
I
you
am doing
willingly,
it.
you're willingly answering the question.
Oh, because I'm not gonna
not
hide.
getting to.
I'm not trying to
Nobody's
hide
hiding.
anything.
If you don't feel like talking about, it, you don't feel like talking about it. But you already started. Let's go.
We're on a podcast. We have to talk.
Go
about
ahead.
things. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Anyways, we were at a Catholic church for my younger cousin's baptism, and my family was there, and one of my family members, black,
No.
You had to say that.
and I had to gesture towards you.
Why towards me? Go on.
I don't know.
See the confusion that's flying around this space.
The blackest person here. No, but
Thank you.
you're welcome. It's a compliment for sure.
I don't have time
Except for this story.
I don't have time for this.
One of my younger cousins, we were taking a group picture after the service, and he decided that he was going to hop on top of the pew and sit on the back part of the pew in a Catholic church, like a traditional Catholic church.
Oh.
And I looked at him and said, "Get down. Who told you that this was okay? Somebody come get this black man out of here." Because
You said those words.
yes.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
Yes, because I wanted to make sure that I was not one of the blacks that was okay with stuff like that.
I have to go. Nice meeting you. I'll see you later.
Just so
You hear these
just to
words.
let everybody know that that's not okay, period. So,
For anyone,
sometimes-
doesn't matter the color. What?
well, okay, yeah, but so I have to protect my own. So sometimes I have to be racist towards my own. So to corral them into doing the right thing.
Corral them?
Us.
I got it out of my mouth.
What was it?
It was a hair. It
Oh.
was stuck in betwixt my teeth.
I hate
Whose hair?
Oh.
It's mine. It's not some. You don't do that. Don't do all of that. Don't do that. Don't do too much. Don't do it too much.
What happened
Don't talk
right
like
before?
Oh, you mean black?
No, I mean ghetto.
Oh, I have to go.
Listen, ghetto and black are not one and the same.
They are not. And honestly, like on a serious note, just real quick, that is very, very true. So when people say ghetto, because like some people do say ghetto and just associate it like specifically with that, y'all are crazy and your mother hates you.
See, the stuff that I say compared to the stuff that he says are a little bit.
Sometimes you have to be racist. Is
Your
worse,
mother hates
and
you?
worse than me saying your mother hates you. Some mothers do hate their children.
That's
But that's not okay to say.
and it's okay to say sometimes you have to be racist.
Yes.
You're giving all the racists so much freedom right now.
You don't have to be dangerously racist.
You're just trying to spread your audience, get some of those KKK members to listen.
Oh my gosh, what if we do have some? They're like,
No,
I
we
like
do
them.
We don't.
Like I like them.
We do now.
Like it's like I like them up there.
Them what?
You know what?
No, say it.
You know what?
Say it for the audience.
Okay.
It's funny that we have Chris. I don't think we've ever talked so blatantly black before. And we've had black guests.
Because you feel like you're in your element.
No, for sure. No, it's funny. No, it's because this is just kind of how we talk. We're outside of the podcast because we are friends outside of this podcast. We didn't just get him on here as a guest. We are friends. Right?
They met at a movie theater. He stalked him. He knew he was
We
going to
all
be there.
met at a movie theater.
You stalked him. He knew that he was going to be there, and so he's like, "Let's go to the movies." And so he's like, "I think that's him. It's finally happened." Your no watch. Where is it?
It's half past your line.
He failed to mention the stalking part of the story.
Yeah. So
it's the first
I
time.
actually-
You know why I
That's
failed?
why
You know why I failed to mention that, Chris? Because it's not true.
That's so funny. No, but I mean, no, it is really cool because like we went to, I forgot what movie it is that we went to go see. So it was me.
The creator.
Oh
yeah.
Goodness gracious.
I mean, immediately. So we went to go see the creator, and so it was
multi-talented.
Yes, it was me, Derange, and Andrew, right?
Yeah.
Me, Derange, and Andrew, and so we were in the lobby, and Mikey was.
Go ahead.
I'm so sorry.
I love it.
No, he was looking. No, not that. So he was looking over, and he noticed that he recognized someone, and I was like, "What?" And yeah.
And then, go ahead.
Then you went up and talked to him.
Is that all of the story? Wow.
That's why I was stopping so you could chime in and tell the rest of it.
Okay, thanks. Thank you for allowing me to tell the rest.
You're
of the
welcome.
story. So I need to take it back. Take it back to about a month prior to us meeting.
Oh gosh, he has to go to that. All right, cool.
Okay.
No, but I mean, it is true. I mean, it's a lesson. It's something to take. Some
He's
advice.
pissing me off.
That's usually what I say.
So let's take it back a month before we met.
Take it back a month.
Thank you for that jingle.
Oh my gosh, I've never been so angry in my life.
Okay, it's fine.
But now he ends in a fist fight.
He'd lose. But no.
Shots fired.
So many things to choke you with in here.
Dark. But no. So I initially wanted to work with Chris on a short film / music video, which we still may or may not be working on, just depending. But we are going to work together. Just it might switch up.
It won't be on that.
It might switch up to something different. Are you going to let me tell the story?
I
thought you had your moment.
I had already stopped, and so then
it won't be that. That's not stopping. That's interjecting.
No, I stopped afterwards, and then you were like, "Oh, you're gonna let me finish?" I did. I already stopped talking.
Just don't interject again.
Damn.
No. And so, I prayed about it actually because I heard him earlier in the year on Shane Dawson's podcast talk about how he liked working with smaller creators for short films and stuff like that. And I was just like, he's a really good dude. He's a really cool guy. His work speaks for itself. And so I'm
not good at taking compliments.
I know, I'll just go on to make him cry. No, but
Wow.
But no, and so I prayed about it. I said that this is gonna happen. I didn't pray that. I didn't ask for it to happen. I just kept telling myself this is gonna happen. I'm gonna meet him, even if he doesn't reach back out to me via Instagram or Twitter or anything like that. At the time, Twitter. It's gonna happen. And about a week later, about a week later, we were at the movies, like Jadea was saying, and
I already set that up.
like Jadea was saying, interjecting once more. And yeah, so we were watching The Creator, or we were getting ready to watch The Creator, and I turn and I look, and I'm just like dumbfounded because I've never seen Chris before in my life. And that moment, I saw Chris, and I probably looked like a crazy person coming up to him like, Chris.
Yeah, you did. Blacks, I'm telling you.
Look at you. He's only showing out for the podcast because he hates when I put the S on the colors.
Because it's great. It sounds anyway.
Anyways. So I shout Chris, and he like looks like, yeah. Like,
I was startled.
you were startled.
I was startled.
By this big black
before.
man
I'm
in
like,
the movie
gosh.
theater lobby.
No, that was a plus. But no, that was a plus.
Yeah.
No, but no, and so yeah, we met, and I told him that I admire his work and how much I told him that he was my favorite on the podcast, and that's a very true statement. Ryland's my second. Sorry, Shane and Jared, if you're watching or not.
Shane, shout out to y'all, by the way.
But I like the entire podcast. But yeah, Chris is my favorite. Are you okay?
Thank you.
You want to interject again? Okay. So, so we had our conversation and we took a picture. Oh, he was nice enough to actually recommend because
Oh no.
well, no, okay, I'm gonna say it in a way that's tasteful.
You could say it.
No, in a
the
way
honest way.
Again, honest way. So he met with a fan prior, and she forgot to take a picture and told him like, oh my gosh, like within the excitement of everything, I forgot to take a picture with you. So because of that, he said, would you like to take a picture because of that reason?
Which I was trying, like, I was like, oh, I felt so bad that she didn't get a photo that she wanted, and I'm shy, and I, like, have a hard time going up to strangers, especially ones I admire, and, like, the idea of asking for a picture is terrifying to me, so I was like, oh, I'm just gonna offer that, and then you looked at me like, I was like, oh, do you want to take a picture? And you were like, I guess, and I was like, oh, I'm an idiot. He didn't want that. I'm not that popular. Why did I? That's embarrassing. And I was embarrassed.
Okay, I said I guess because I was like, oh yeah, that's why I said I guess. I didn't say I guess like.
So I've never asked someone after that if they wanted a photo.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Well, why did you say I guess?
Huh?
Why did you say I guess when you were the one that was excited to see him?
Well, because I was like so again in the moment of everything because
in the moment
of everything because I was like, this is crazy how this happened. I prayed about it, manifested it. How some people want to say it's like manifestation, but I prayed about it, and then like a week later it happened. So I'm in like complete and utter awe that like I feel like I was at the right place at the right time. It was so great for me. So in that moment, yes, I was like, I guess.
What actually happened? You're like, I want to meet someone from the Shane Dawson podcast, anyone but Chris, and you're like, oh my god.
Y'all feel that?
You were like,
bully. I'm telling you.
Y'all feel that though? Chills. That's crazy. Like to think about like, oh, I'm gonna meet this person,
No, very
and then
true.
not even that long afterwards, like there they are, just right in front of you. That's crazy.
Yeah, we talked about it.
If you want it, you have to say it. Yeah.
Very true. Yeah, that's one of the
Ask and you shall listen. Come on, somebody in here.
you. No, but I appreciate you. Oh. I appreciate you. And
that wasn't supposed to happen.
Violence.
Those are Versace. How dare you?
With an F.
Wait, he throw my glasses?
I did, and that wasn't supposed to happen the way that it did. It was supposed to just land on top of the
those
Oreos.
are?
No.
They're very expensive.
Oh, they're real. No. Listen, hold on. First of all, we're not talking about this. What we're talking about right now.
We'll come back to it.
Chris.
We'll come back to it. But no, it is a moment that I wanted to talk about. Actually, we talked about it before, but yes, like if you want something to happen in your life, like pray about it. Depending on your religion, for me, I'm praying to the Father. If I would like something, because I believe, confess with thine tongue, and then it'll happen for you. And so.
Put it out there.
So yeah, you put it out there, and it was chilling. It was legit like a moment in my life that I was just like, whoa, like this is unreal, you know? And so I talked to him about it, and he was kind enough to mention our meetup on Twitter and all that stuff, and we just kind of like grew this friendship from there. We met and like almost instantly felt like we knew each other for years, and so at least that's how I felt.
The look. Yes, we're friends. We are friends,
sure.
and I'm glad we're friends. Okay. And I appreciate you for saying hi. And I'm glad I get to meet both of you now, and I have a new favorite podcast. And like I don't know, a lot of cool things came from it. So I appreciate you very much.
Yeah, definitely.
Also, like I don't know, I've had people reach out to me on Instagram and stuff and be like, "Oh, I'd love to be friends," and I'm like, "Just say hi. I work for famous people. I'm nobody. So just say hi.
That's crazy.
And we can be friends. You know what I mean? Like it's very easy. I have no fans. I have three in total.
Shut up. That's not true. Oh, especially when he was sick, they were coming out the woodworks for him. He has quite a few fans.
A lot of support.
Just like Judea. Judea has a lot of fans. Why'd you look like that? It made me seem like a damn jackass.
I mean, I've seen videos of you performing live, and you do have people that are
I was being sincere.
And unlike me, you have like a real skill. I sit and talk, you know, like you perform and sing, and like I like just stand.
Your videography is also a talent and a skill as well.
And speaking of like, why videography?
Yeah.
Why?
What got you into?
Why that?
Yeah, like what got you into filming?
I mean, the only thing I've ever been consistently passionate about my entire life was filmmaking and like movies, really movies. Because like I was a very shy, lonely kid, not many friends growing up, no siblings, and because of that, when I was bored, I was like, what do I do? And like my dad liked movies, and that's the thing we bonded over. And so I just put on a movie, and that was the thing that like comforted me and made me feel not alone. And like, cool. And yeah, I don't know. I just grew up like loving movies, being obsessed with movies. I'd watch the behind the scenes of movies, trying to figure out like how they made it and stuff. I just became obsessed with all of it. And as soon as I could get my hands on like a cheap camcorder, started making like my own little shorts and things and whatever. And yeah, I don't know. So it just went from there. And then like as I got older, I was like, I have zero other life skills outside of filmmaking, so this has to work or I'm screwed. And my dad was like, you have to go to film school, and he pushed me into being an editor originally, because he was like, there's a lot more work as an editor than there are, and it's true. And
I hate it.
And so I was like, okay, I'll be an editor. I like all aspects of filmmaking. But as I started like progressing in my career as an editor, I'm like, oh, it's kind of not really for me. Because like a lot of it, you're either alone editing or you're in like a freezing office with like 100 other people around you in cubicles, like an office job, not talking to each other. And I love talking, and I love like collaborating with people. So then when I got to film and be on set with somebody, I was like, this is where I'm home and happy, is like making a thing with people that, especially that I admire. And yeah. So.
Wow. Okay. So awesome. Then, yes, it is. So with that being said, you say that, you ended up being like getting obsessed with behind the scenes of how they created it and just how they did this and that. So in your opinion, as a person with that knowledge and just, that passion for film, what would you say, out of all the films that you've seen, what would you say is the best one?
That's so hard for me.
Or do you have maybe like a top three and choose like, like one of your favorites? Okay, one of your absolute favorites.
One of my all-time favorites is the original Psycho by Alfred Hitchcock, because he's a genius, and it's like one of the most referenced movies ever of all time to this day.
For sure.
Oh, you know that?
And a lot.
I reference it.
So you were saying?
No, let me answer the question you asked me, and then
it wasn't me asking you a question. It wasn't me asking you a question.
You said you knew that with a question mark inflection.
But that wasn't me asking you a question. It was more like, oh, you know that.
Oh, well, the next time change your inflection.
Okay, well, I'm just going to do exactly what I was doing before, because I'm going to say what I say, how I say it, when I want to say it.
Please do that.
I will. Okay. And you will do the same, as you always do.
I do.
You're right.
Right.
Exactly.
I just need you to learn a little bit more.
Great. I need you to shut up a little bit more.
I need you to shut up now.
You shut up. Yesterday.
Chris is talking. Please shut up.
Wow. Weird.
Shut up.
I love your dynamic so much. This is a live podcast for me. This is so exciting. I'm like in the audience of like a live taping.
Yeah, this is how we are every day.
One day we'll be able to actually do this in front of a live audience. I think I feel like we would thrive off that.
I think so.
Yeah, we sort of have with our Christmas show. It's we've been told that it's similar to the podcast.
Hot Cocoa Christmas Carols.
Yeah, it's called Hot Cocoa Christmas Carols. We plan on doing that again this year. So.
Fourth year. So if you haven't been any of the other 3 years, that's wild. But come out to the fourth one.
Yeah, if you haven't been to any of the other ones, come.
Wow, that's insane.
We weren't even friends during the first.
We were
the first two.
The first one. Well, the third one.
The third one. He's talking about the third one. See, trying to put this man.
Sorry.
Oh, I can't do that.
Yeah, stop.
Wait, I love that song.
Yeah, but, copyright.
You know, copyright. I almost sang it. I almost said it.
But it's hard for me to pick one movie because, and also my favorite movie changes every week, and like what is best, they're all so different. Like I see movies as art. Like how do you pick? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, I mean, and it's also like ever changing, just because like as movies like evolve into these like newer ideas and like just modern ideas and stuff like that, you can always find something good with the new stuff that comes out. So what could be really good for you back in like the 60s or 70s is like, well, dang, but they did this better than that, or they may not have. Some people disagree with stuff like that, but just it's always just like a constant. I'm sorry, were you confused? Did you need me to slow down?
Do I look confused to you?
Did you need me to slow down?
Do I look confused to you? I never said anything about confusion.
But that's why I asked.
And I'm telling you now. So I never said anything. I never said I was confused. I'm just looking at you, what you're doing. That's crazy. It's just, I'm just watching. It's like, that, yes, movies are art and blah. I'm just like, oh, okay. I guess he's really just engaging and just like relating to him. Like, whatever. We're talking to Chris anyway.
Whoa. I can't engage in the conversation.
Of course you can.
Hater to the max.
There is no hate here.
I guess I'm talking like Donald Trump now. Is that what's going on?
That's what you literally just did.
No, it's not what I did.
Yeah, you sounded just like him.
It sounded just like you.
I mean, the hair's almost there.
Oh.
Because of the color?
Your
hair's almost there. Almost there.
Oh, whoa. Get off me.
We have to go.
Get off of me. Get off of me. This is a white shirt.
Those are the only kind of shirts you like.
Gosh, you almost passed out there?
I
hope so.
That's why I fell out. I'm so sorry.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, so when you say, I guess both of you are saying, how it changes, from time. Please. So when you're talking about, how it changes, from time to time for both of you, what is it that, if you're able to explain that, what is it that changes for you, from time to time as you go along with what's your favorite now, then what's your favorite then and all that?
For me, I'm a cameraman. I love visuals. That's like the first thing I look at are the visuals of a movie. And nowadays we just have access to things that didn't exist back then. Like we have smaller lights that don't have to be plugged in, and we're just able to light things you could not before. So they're getting really creative. Like I don't know if you saw Blade Runner 2049. It was the sequel to the original, and it's one of the most beautiful films I've ever seen in my life. And it's just, it's incredible. And I think a lot of that is because of just new technology and things like that. Not that there's not insane, there's unmatched, like there's cinematography in old films that no one will ever beat. But I don't know. I guess just technology more than anything.
Oh, wait, Deranged. Well, do you have a movie that you really just love anytime, regardless of how long it's been or how long it will be? Cool. And so
I love Marvel movies in general, and so it's hard to pick. I'm so sorry. That bores you or something.
No, it doesn't bore me.
Like you look down at your unmanicured nails again. So I was wondering.
And you look down at your claws for hands. So as you were saying, Marvel movies. Okay, so why Marvel movies for you?
I just love anything with superpowers. I just always have wanted superpowers and stuff like that as a kid. Of course, like I wanted to.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I feel like he's gonna say something nasty. No, I've always wanted the ability to.
Because like it gets construed that way because I've always wanted to either be invisible or
it is to do something.
Right.
Shut up.
Just like I can just watch
or that's crazy. I can offer that without being invisible.
No, I'm just
kidding. No, but offered that.
Can we continue? My God, invisible and what else?
And telekinesis.
Wait, how would that be misconstrued?
That's not misconstrued. I was just saying the first one was invisibility, and that always gets misconstrued.
Yeah. I know.
But telekinesis.
Right. I know, like, you're saying, going back to, being a little kid and, always wanting superpowers. That was me with X-Men.
Exactly.
I love X-Men.
Love X-Men.
Exactly. And that's exactly where I was going. Like, the X-Men 1 and 3.
Yeah, X-Men, especially like the one,
movie.
the cartoons, as a kid, Rogue was my girl.
Yeah.
Because just I don't think people realize how powerful of a mutant she really was. The fact that she had the ability to absorb people's abilities. You know what I'm saying? And I know some people might think, okay, well, what's your actual ability? Taking. But I mean, I get it, because I think because sometimes like people say, okay, well, that's not really ability, you're just taking other people, so you don't really have anything that's your own. But I'm like, that's powerful, man.
Yeah,
and through touch, like that's the story, just just everything that you could go through as a person, being able, like, not being able to touch people because you're gonna end up hurting them because you're like absorbing like their energy and stuff like that. It's just a lot. There's a lot to unpack there.
Yeah, and your power can be literally anything, because you just have to take it from anyone. So
let me tell you, I'm such a comic book nerd that I could dive so deep into Rogue.
Are you?
Oh, comic books.
Oh gosh. Oh
No
gosh.
way.
Yeah. Oh, very much so. And so when you're talking about like Rogue and not being able to touch, I'm just like, well, yeah, that's why she dated Iceman, because she was able to touch Iceman, because he can turn his form into pure ice. And but they didn't end up working out, and then Iceman turned gay and all kinds of stuff.
What?
Yeah.
Did you know I have friends who worked on X-Men? And not high, they were like grips, but they're that's mean. That sounds mean.
I was like,
Bully.
they're still there. Guess that's the word of the day for this one.
Take everything I said back.
No,
But they were an active part of like creating the story, is what I mean. But they heard rumblings from the director, who's a gay man, who said that he wanted his X-Men movie to be an allegory for gay people and their struggles. So like, if you pay attention, like in the second movie, it's pretty, I think, obvious actually, where like there's a scene where I think Iceman goes home to his family and they're like, have you tried not being a mutant? And like it's very clearly talking about like, have you tried not being gay? And
it's that's interesting. But that's exactly how the creator of X-Men, not just
the creator,
not just fighting like homophobia or like any sort of phobias with
or racism.
I was getting there.
That was racist. You see that interaction? You feel that? Hatred?
It's just the interjection. It's just so much for me. No. But yeah, so it not only tackles like homophobia or oh my gosh.
Racism.
Oh yeah, that word. No, prejudices and stuff like that, but also racism. It was heavily implemented that the X-Men were basically like, the blacks or any sort of minority that were.
And you didn't learn that lesson from X-Men.
No, I mean, but yeah, I mean, talking about though, I mean,
sometimes Xavier had to put them X-Men in check.
Oh my! Sometimes you have to be racist. Like, I mean, but
look at Magneto. He had to put Magneto in check numerous times.
That's because Magneto. That wasn't a racist. He was
a bad mutant.
That was this mother was doing way too much for no reason. But no, I mean, but it does make sense. So like when you think about it, and just with mutants in general, that could be adapted to just like like you said, any minority group or any group of people that feel very marginalized. It's just like you don't even know me. Yeah. Like you don't know me, and then also doing like judging a book by its cover, like you see somebody with how they look, because some of the mutants, they didn't have like human form anymore, and it's just like, that's so. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that might have been what the underneath. Oh, okay, yep,
yeah, it is. Yeah. That's what I was saying. Like it's accurate that you feel that way, and then that the director wanted to go in that route, because I'm like, that's exactly what X-Men was all about.
You know how he said he didn't like interjects.
Yes, well, I started
excuse me. I'm sorry. So then he interjected to correct me. So that's crazy for someone to talk about me interjecting, but then they interject me to correct me. That's what's weird to me.
So maybe I should.
And you're still doing it now.
I am doing it.
You're doing it right now. But you know what's crazy? That I don't continue to have a full-fledged conversation over you.
That's because you interject.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I did that on purpose.
Again.
On gain.
That's not how you say that.
Again. But yeah, so I mean, yeah, so that's pretty much what X-Men really is. And the thing is, I didn't really see it obviously as a kid.
Of course.
I didn't, I didn't put two and two together, but
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
but getting older, I mean this makes sense. It just
My
makes sense.
sepsis, it all hurts.
Oh my gosh. That is insanity. But yeah, so I mean it's but yeah, it's really cool. Okay, well I guess, for me.
Oh, you had the question for yourself as well?
No.
I need to stop moving.
Not at all.
No, you're fine.
Shall we,
No, we definitely would like to hear your point of view on movies as well.
I would.
All right. No, that for me, when you're talking about, beautiful films, I don't know, for some reason, for me, it's Dune, the new, like the modern version. I don't know.
Incredible.
I don't know what it is. I guess just like their cinematography of space and just kind of how they made everything look. Obviously, it wasn't, weren't these like extremely like elaborate, sets all the time. But I don't know. It just like the whole thing, it really did feel like they went somewhere else, to do the movie, and like the music fit perfectly. And so, yeah, for me, like the new adaptation of Dune has been like, wow, this movie is just stunning, like visually. So
Yeah, I also love that movie. It's incredible. And I think like for me that like the way I decide if a movie is incredible, I can't decide right away after I've seen it. I need to like have it digest and think about it. And if it's something that like a week, a month later, there's still stuff unpacking and there's still like metaphor under metaphor. You know what I mean? Like if there's layers to it,
sure.
if there's really like it's really well thought out, then I'm like, oh, that's it. Because sometimes I'll see a movie and I'll be like, that's really good. And then a month later be like, no, that's a masterpiece now that I've thought about it.
Ooh.
Like, I don't know. So, because like a really good movie, you can rewatch and learn something new from every time you rewatch it.
No, for sure.
Whereas some movies are just fun. And that's fine, but you're not getting anything new from it when on rewatch.
That's why I feel like Harry Potter is good at stuff like that. So the whole Harry Potter series is good at like rewatching and finding new things and just being like, oh shoot, that's how they tied that in with that. And so I enjoy that with that.
it's a lot of movies.
Every Alfred Hitchcock movie, every Jordan Peele movie, there's so many.
Yeah.
Jordan Peele really shocked me when he came on, like officially came on the movie scene. I was like, so after like the show that you were doing with Michael Keegan Key, this is what you're like. This is what you have now. Yeah. That's such a departure.
Yeah,
like just wild to me.
He was like, I have things up here that I want to talk about.
You know what I'm saying? But,
quietly a genius.
Yeah, but okay, you're talking about like movies being a masterpiece. This is probably going to sound completely ridiculous, but that's fine.
It's okay
for me. Or like finding new, I guess maybe not masterpiece, but like finding out new things, whenever you watch it. I don't know, for some reason, it's kind of like Mean Girls for me. And the reason why I say that, because I mean, obviously it's, at this point it's probably on its way to being a cult classic if it hasn't, been considered that already or whatever. But it's it really gave, I mean, well, all those movies that are like that, even before that, like Heathers and Jawbreaker and all that. But it's just the very real commentary on the extreme overdramatic, but can possibly dangerous, behavior of girls, like when they're in high school or like when they're young. And just, the popular guy, like she's a popular girl, like there's a hierarchy. And, people and for whatever reason, like in high school, there's this weird kingdom that's been built, and people just continue to keep upholding that. And then, somebody comes in every now and then and breaks that, and it just turns everything into chaos. So it's just really interesting to see that even as young people, they'll still kind of like uphold that tradition of there's a hierarchy and this is where you fit, rather than I'm a teenager, I'm just trying to figure things out. But when you get into high school, you're kind of just thrown in somewhere and expected to be that.
Was that your experience in high school?
No.
How was high school for you?
I guess it
was terrifying.
No, well, I mean, because I mean that's when I really got more serious about performing. Like I was a cheerleader. I was in theater. I was in choir, and then I was also on the dance team.
Nice.
So
you did a lot. You were busy.
So I was always in front of people, and so I mean I was the I mean, I guess you could call me like the theater kid, I guess, because I was just performing like all the different things. But I didn't have that experience. I kind of just went there and just did like whatever it was that I did. So yeah, I didn't really have like a hierarchy or whatever high school experience. At least not from what I remember. It didn't feel that way.
Yeah.
What about you?
Must be nice.
What about you? Did you feel that way?
I was bullied. I was beat up. All those things.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's normal.
I also was finding myself as a gay man in high school,
Yeah.
and that's awful.
Well, that's the worst place to do it.
It is.
It can be.
It
for
really
sure.
is, because when, at least
Yeah.
for me, I don't know if you. How was your high school experience? Do you relate to me somewhere in the middle?
No, he was a
no.
little whore.
Oh,
Whoa.
I see that. No, I'm just kidding.
Whoa.
I'm just kidding.
Bullies. Like I said, bullies.
No, he wasn't.
But
But I mean, you were like though, weren't you? At least from what you told me, it seemed like you were.
nuts. Hold on.
No, from what you told me, like you were like people like
I'll go ahead.
people liked you.
Yeah.
In the bedroom.
I'll go ahead. That's crazy.
No, I'm just going off just what you told me, like people liked you.
No, I was gonna go ahead and I was gonna go ahead and just explain it myself. My high school career was really great. I just feel like
It was perfect. Everybody wanted me.
oh my god.
I'm just joking.
I can't even say anything because it's just like, wait, people liked you, right? Right?
But they did.
No, but
you
but if you
said
just
it.
let
So
me,
good.
if you could just let me,
Yes, please.
thank you so much.
Let's hear your story.
Excuse me.
You see how that feels?
I
You see
don't
that's crazy?
consent. I don't.
And I didn't consent to the edge of my wrist with your fingertips in the car on the way
Nobody
over
knows
here.
what you're talking about.
I just said it. And my eyes were closed, so I didn't know what was happening.
Oh, shut up! Because you were wide awake. Okay, sorry.
He touched you without consent.
He touched me without consent.
And
just
you
now.
also touched me on the way here
You
without
also
consent.
touched my ass while we were setting up.
Whoa.
You like that?
What I need to do is touch whatever is in those eyelashes. Get it out. You
Well,
can't
I mean,
see that?
Well, you've already been touched. But anyways. So yeah, no, my high school experience was good. I mean, there was ups and downs for sure. Rumors spread like wildfire. There was fights. And yeah, no, yeah.
You were just fighting them down.
No, I wasn't fighting them. There were fights, but I wasn't just fighting them down.
But I mean, you fought. You what you're
I
saying?
fought, yeah.
Violence.
You hurt people?
I did, and he deserved it.
Oh, and they deserved it.
He
Yeah.
definitely deserved it. No, yeah.
I'm just joking.
You don't even know what happened.
I
You
know,
talk
I
about
didn't.
victim blaming. No, the guy ended up jumping one of my friends, one of my best friends at the time. They were dating at one point, and he jumped on him and was like beating him up from behind on the floor. And so one of our mutual friends ran and told me, and so I ran out there and I stood him up because I didn't want to just beat him up unfairly. And so I stood him up and then I socked him and chipped his tooth. And
chipping
yeah.
teeth.
My boyfriend has a chipped tooth. Was that you?
is his name? No.
Listen, the truth. Everything's
Can you
connected.
imagine?
It's all connected.
I'm like, it was a gay man.
That
yeah.
would be such an.
It was a-
that would be
It
kind
was,
of.
it was a hate crime. Yeah.
That would be
No, I'm
kind
just kidding.
of.
I'm
That would
joking.
be kind of epic though if that was the case. I'm not even gonna lie. If it was like, yeah, actually it was him. Well, and thank you so much for tuning in. We're gonna.
Like
you
we've
know.
had conversations about it behind your back.
Oh my gosh,
Wow.
man! Remember when you chipped my tooth in high school, bro? That was crazy.
No, I think his boyfriend could definitely knock me out. But
Who's to say?
Let's get
me.
him.
I'm to say. Let's get him. You're crazy. But yeah, no. Aside from that, I enjoyed the different groups of people. So yeah, I was mingling with everybody. It was a really good experience. I've always had school spirit, so that was another positive moment.
I've never really understood the hype.
We've talked about it on the podcast before.
Okay.
No, not to say that we don't have to.
No, I don't want to talk about it anymore. We're just gonna go ahead and move on. So what we got? We got some things to talk about today because it's been a minute.
It's been a minute, guys.
So much has happened.
We wanted to go ahead and
Megan released an album. You know, she back.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, just real quick, I just want to commend Megan Thee Stallion so much because ever since the very first song that she came out with off this new album, it's just been such a strong theme throughout her music videos that she's been releasing since then. And it's like the rollout has been so cool, and like she's just kept it consistent with the theme, and like this is what I'm doing, so everything that I'm doing that's a part of this is going to be tied into that theme. And I think that's so cool. Like she's just.
I also think that's cool.
Yes.
I mean, she's incredible.
Yeah, I mean, like it's been really cool.
Yeah, I went to her concert, and man, like for the people say that she can't perform to a sold out stadium, God wasn't there.
She's a performer. I mean, not like this, like, oh my gosh, but she's a performer.
Yeah.
Like she knows how to perform on stage. She knows how to engage with people. She knows how, to get the crowd going. So yeah, she's definitely a performer for sure. Like,
for sure.
I mean, that's just what it is. Did y'all? Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
Did y'all hear about? I think it was Spotify. I can't remember exactly which platform, like which music platform, but they did like for a day they did like a display, kind of like a museum display of like all the female rappers, but like the the top ones. You say what you want, but it's crazy that Nicki wasn't in there.
Oh, Nicki was. Oh, it's because she hadn't been doing anything for the last 2 years.
Who was in there?
Is that so? It was just the girls that have been doing something recently.
Was Cardi in there?
Yeah, it was. I think it was just It was I guess it was all the new girls. So not even Missy was in there. Not even because it was supposed to be like a showing respect to the best.
Damn,
and Missy wasn't in there. Lil' Kim wasn't in there.
Wow.
Nicki wasn't in there. I'm like, listen, Nicki, say whatever you want about her, but in her career, she's done and she's crossed over more and more ways than all these new girls.
Yeah, it's just true.
You know what I'm saying? And so for the people that I'm so sorry. The people that complain, that's what? The people that used to get on Doja saying, oh, like, she does pop music, she can't rap. I'm like, you do realize Nicki
was she in there?
Doja was in there, I believe. Yeah.
That's good. She deserves it.
It's like y'all are getting on Doja because she did, pop rap music or whatever. Nicki did too, and she went way deeper into it. Doja literally did a few songs. Nicki did a full album into it, and y'all weren't really saying anything about her. And it's like, so it's just weird. Like the standards are different now, but maybe it's just because there's so many different like female rappers out there now. So it's just like, oh well, this person. But I'm just like, yo, that's crazy that they didn't have not actual greats, but they didn't have like the heavy hitters.
Yeah, that's why it's curious to me. Like I'm like, maybe I should look into it a little more because that's weird how they would not have any of the, like you said, heavy hitters like Lil' Kim or Missy Elliott or any of the MCs in the like 90s.
The people making the list were like, who's popular on TikTok? Those three.
Exactly. That's if they have Ice Spice up there,
she was in there. Sexy Red was in there. Lotto was in there. Flo Milli, but I like Flo Milli though.
Thank you for having me.
Hell out of here. So I just thought that was interesting. So I just thought I'd throw that out there. So I was like, oh my goodness. But
wait, can I ask you guys a question?
Please.
You said what's your favorite movie? Very hard for me to answer. Who's your favorite artist of all time? Who'd you say is the best artist of all time?
Beyonce.
Queen
of America.
Queen of the world.
No.
I mean, it's very. They know, our audience knows.
Yeah, we talked about going to her concert.
We love.
So you both agree.
Yeah.
Cool. Beyonce.
It's. I mean, and for the reasons being, some of the reasons.
One.
Oh, what's your one reason?
I was counting them for you.
Oh, that's funny. Thank you for listening. But one of the few reasons why, or one of the many reasons why, I'm so sorry, is her work ethic is insane. As much of work as she's put in since she started the industry years back when she was a little girl.
With Girls Time. Then to Destiny's Child. Then to Beyonce. Listen, I know my history. Huh?
Yeah, just the work ethic from there alone is already like admirable.
Yeah.
On top of that, with her vocal training, and on top of that, with her her musical arrangements that a lot of people will try to deny that she's made, but there are her arrangements.
The thing is, what arrangements do y'all have in your music vocally?
Seriously. I mean, empowering women. Just speaking, telling stories, like the storytelling from like Lemonade to like just like all of her albums.
All of her albums.
So storytelling is amazing. I could go on.
And even more so, she stays out the way. She does her music, she does her performances, she does her promo, then she out.
Yeah.
True.
She makes her money, she out.
She's not with all that raw.
Even if stuff comes up about her, people saying this, she out.
Yeah. Class act.
You know what I'm saying? Because the fact of the matter is, whether it's true or not, it's not even that. It's just that, there's no point in making, statements about stuff because people are always going to have something to say. And then once you start talking, then it's like, oh, okay, whatever. And I know in some cases when something crazy comes out about somebody and people are like, you should say something because this is, do you not see what they're saying about you? But I mean, I guess in some cases that's different, but I don't know. She's like, listen, this money that I got, these things that I've been doing.
Some honorable mentions right now, I would say, just to be more current and modern as well.
She's still.
So you're saying Beyonce's not current?
Right. I was like, she's still.
Well, no, Beyonce's timeless.
Ah, I see.
Okay.
But to be a little more current with some of the people that are up and popping now, I would say Billie Eilish is one of my tops for me.
Super talented. Her songwriting.
I'm glad you know her. I'm glad because Chris doesn't know a lot of.
I don't know anybody.
Oh, really?
I don't know anybody. No, it's not true. I knew Doja Cat. I know some people, but I don't know that many people.
Gosh, I've tried to talk to him about certain people. He's like, who?
Especially pop. I don't listen to a ton of pop music.
Yeah.
Oh, like rock, for you?
I like
alternative
rock.
Kind of stuff.
I like rap. I like now country. I'm getting into country these days. I like classical.
Why are you into country now?
Probably because of Beyonce.
Listen, I'm telling you, she changed the game.
No, I mean that for sure has a big.
Oh my gosh!
I think she made a lot of people interested in it that never would have thought about it for sure.
And let the record show that he's not a huge Beyonce fan like that. And he has
I
realized.
like Beyonce. I'm not I don't know every song. I can't say every song, sure. But she's incredible and she's one of the greats. It's undeniable. You know what I mean?
You just don't have to have
No, you really don't. I mean, you can appreciate people
that she's skilled. Sorry,
I think also this is not how I feel about Beyonce, but there are some people who are like, oh, I don't like the Beatles music, but it would be silly to not acknowledge what they've done for music and for you know what I mean? There are people you can acknowledge are incredible and have shaped music and made it what it is now.
I mean, literally shaped those guys. It's wild what they actually were able to accomplish with the things that, with the resources that they have, I'm saying, doing things that people are doing now, but they were doing it way, what I'm saying? It just, that's insane. Yeah. You don't really come across artists that have that kind of impact on people a lot,
Yeah, we were watching an
an
Instagram reel. I think you sent it to me.
Oh, okay.
You're watching a reel, not a TikTok, because we're old. Continue.
Listen, I watch Facebook videos.
Whoa! Are you that much older than me? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm the youngest one here. No.
Yeah. You don't know how old I am.
I do know how old you are. I'm a fan of the show.
Just turned 18.
Wow. I don't think your body agrees with me.
That's...
I have to go. It was nice meeting you.
There was
I have to go.
There's so much in that. So this reel that we were watching.
Sorry.
That's... Oh, no.
The Instagram reel we were watching, it was another podcast. I think you sent it to me. It was another podcast, and it was about the Boys of Mine remix with Brandy and Monica and Ariana Grande.
Oh, listen. Oh. Go ahead, because he...
So it's based on what you're talking about with the Beatles. People like the Beatles.
Don't point at me after you call me old and ugly.
Right? He's like,
don't point at me.
Don't you dare! Don't you dare!
I didn't call you ugly.
I didn't call
but you're not taking back the old, you son of a bitch.
Isn't that crazy? No, he does that. He'll call you all these things. He's like, oh, you're not this. It's like, but what about everything?
Because he's a bully.
I'm not.
And you're
you guys
victim.
are older than me.
I see it now.
He's not a victim. He's a strong, independent black woman. He's
Oh
not a victim.
my God.
No.
Anyways.
Sorry. No. Okay. Yeah. So we were talking about the Boys Mind remix, and they were, giving a lot of hype to Brandy and Monica because they were the main vocalists on that track on the remix. And then one of the hosts said that Ariana Grande shouldn't even have been on the song at all. And I was like, okay, that's fine. That's an opinion. But then she said she can't even sing.
Oh.
That just everything in me.
No, he was mad. He was mad.
Like when we're talking about like violence, just like, because it just doesn't click to me how stupid someone can be.
And she was black.
Stop.
Was she?
She was black.
No,
yeah, she didn't deserve racism. She deserved violence. It's different.
No, he would no for real. He was when I showed that to him because I felt the same way. I'm like I was like you're stupid.
You're just stupid.
You're stupid
like
and you're
stupid,
ignorant and uneducated.
And I hope you see this. I hope you see this because I really hope you see this. You're stupid
because it's just for you to say that she can't even sing. That just goes to show that if somebody doesn't like your music or like your singing, it doesn't always mean it's because they know what the heck they're talking about.
Speak.
I'm saying like, so somebody's like, oh, I'm not a big fan of the music, which is fine. I mean, even if somebody's a good singer, and you're not. Oh, okay, so like for instance, Chris, like he likes Beyonce, but he's not like this mega fan. But it's just like, okay, I mean, that's just not, completely for me. Like I don't listen to stuff like that. But you can also appreciate the fact that she's done some stuff and it's cool, that she's been able to do all this. But for somebody to say, this person can't sing. What are you talking about? She can do what you can't, and I know she can because you didn't try to prove any of that. Well, I mean, I guess you don't have to prove yourself to anyone, but it's just like for you to say she can't sing, that means that you don't have music know-how. You don't have the knowledge of the voice. You don't have knowledge of music. So when people say, oh, I don't like this artist or I don't like, their voice or whatever, how they do this, it's not always because they know what they're talking about. Sometimes they don't.
Yeah, it's a weird critique because like it'd be one thing to be like, oh, I just don't like her or I don't like her music, but to say she can't sing is like, oh, well, you're wrong now.
Yeah, you're just blatantly wrong.
You're wrong and you're stupid.
You're uneducated.
And you're ignorant.
You probably didn't.
And your friends aren't your friends anymore. They've decided. They called you and said, you know what? I don't know what's been going on with you lately, but you've been just spouting off crazy stuff.
And we can't let this continue.
This was the last straw.
That's just so
Get out of my house. I was letting you sleep on the couch because you needed somewhere to stay. Get out of my house.
Yeah, she obviously doesn't have a good job.
That car, what is it? What is it? Well, a Prius?
The Prius is crazy. No, wait, hold on. That's crazy. A Prius is insane. No, okay.
No, Priuses are good cars.
Yeah, Prius is what I'm saying. Like, wait, hold on.
No, they really are. Yeah.
I don't know. I stand by it.
I said what I said.
Oh, sorry for all of our previous drivers out there. No, but yeah, no. So it's just one of those things. Like, yeah, so someone says that Beyonce can't sing or Ariana Grande can't sing, or it's like saying Jennifer Hudson can't sing, Whitney Houston can't sing. It's just stupid. And yes, I'm comparing all of them together because they all can sing. I'm not saying one's better than the other or anything like that. But they can all sing. They're all trained. They are all vocally trained singers.
Yeah.
So they can sing.
Yeah. It's literally, I mean, now everybody has their taste. Cool. That's completely fine. Of course, you have your taste. Like, I prefer, like, their tone, like this tone of this singer, or just I like the choices that they make and just how they approach it. Or like, I feel this when I hear this person sing. I don't know what it is, but I connect to their voice. Cool, whatever. But for you to say that somebody can't sing, I'm like, you're an idiot.
Right. Like The Weeknd.
I love I do love The Weeknd.
That's good.
He cannot. No, he can't sing.
I love him though.
I'm gonna say this. It's because for you, any of y'all listen to his version of Dirty Diana.
Dirty Diana.
I want to beat the brakes off that man when I heard that.
I didn't even know he had a version of Dirty.
Yes, well, exactly.
It's because
I'm glad that you did. I'm glad that you didn't know, but that was crazy. The
Weeknd's version of Dirty Diana should not exist.
You know what? The Weeknd was over here sounding like Monday on that song. Like, that's crazy.
No, when my cousin introduced me to The Weeknd a long time ago, I was like, he just sounds like a really soft, weak version of Michael Jackson.
Sure. But I like his music.
No, that's great. No, and that's what I'm saying, right? Like, yeah, like some of his songs are fantastic. You know, I definitely love.
And he knows that he can't sing too. Because he's even said like, my voice might.
Kidding.
He's even said like my voice may not be the best, but nobody can do Weekend like the Weekend. It's like, well, yeah, because you're the Weekend and you're the one doing it.
Yeah.
So I would think that no one can do the Weekend like the Weekend because they're not the Weekend.
Yeah.
I hate when people say like nobody can do so and so like so and so. It's like, well, yeah, because it's you.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah, it's just all about whether or not we want that.
Yeah, it's like whatever, but
no, yeah, he definitely makes great music, and that's the thing. Like, I can definitely say that he is a person who makes great music because a lot of people right?
Yeah, I do love it.
But not just you though, but a lot of people love The Weeknd. I'm not gonna deny that. I'm not one of those people, but I'm just but yeah, he makes great music. If for me to say that he doesn't make great music is dumb.
I was gonna say though, like I think it probably has something to do with the fact that like I grew up listening to like first punk rock before anything, and like punk rock is all about passion, not technicality of anything, not vocal technicality, not like you don't even need to be good at your instrument, like you know what I mean. You go up there and you are just, if you are the most passionate person in the room on the stage, they will like you. It's about the passion. So I grew up with that, like focusing on the passion and like. I don't know. To me, if someone's really passionate, it means every word they're saying, or like it feels deeply personal or whatever, that means more to me than maybe because I'm not, super educated about all the technical stuff. So I don't know a lot about vocals. And like, I can appreciate, I can hear something and be like, that sounds incredible. And this doesn't sound as good, but it doesn't probably mean as much to me as it would either of you. You know what I mean?
So when did you unlearn that?
Never. I think that's why I like The Weeknd.
Interesting.
I don't think he has yet. No, but no. I need to correct myself real quick because I said great music, and that's always subjective. So that is subjective. So I'm saying
art
great
is
music.
Subjective.
Right, exactly. Art is subjective. So I'm saying great music, and that's actually subjective. So what I should say instead is that he makes really popular music, and that's a truer statement for myself.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is popular music. But yeah, I mean, listen, well, I'm not going to get...
Ice Spice has made popular music, though.
Ice Spice is not doing well right now, though, because that album that she released, the sales are low. And I'm like, are y'all surprised?
And at first, I felt bad about, like, kind of like bashing her a little bit. I wasn't trying to bash her. It's just,
she's a woman basher,
just speaking my opinion on how, whether or not I like her music. But now that she has been open about, like, thinking that she's been... like the it girl to like move Nicki's career up and move Lotto's career up. I'm like, okay, girl, you need to sit.
She said that
all the way down.
Listen here, Lotto. You know what?
Crazy.
When you're able to get on stage and do something other than twerk, also while you have a I hate life look on my face. Yes,
you said Lotto.
I said Lotto?
Yeah.
Okay, no, Lotto, I love you. No, but Ice Spice, when you're able to get on the stage and do something other than twerking while also having a I don't know what's happening look on your face, then you can talk. Because have y'all seen that video where she was on stage twerking and somebody had the angle of her from the front and there was nothing on her face. I'm like, this is a spirit. Something ain't right up in here.
That's really funny.
But it's crazy that she would say that. But honestly, because she's been told to say that though. No. Because sometimes the thing that artists do is not because they wanted to do it.
That's true. I get that. Sometimes I get that there was beef and beef sparks more.
Gets the people excited.
Look at Kendrick and Drake.
But
that was crazy. Since you rap,
beef.
You know about
that's not
that,
even
right?
Beef. That's a movement.
Team Kendrick.
Of course.
He came in. Okay, anyway.
If you're Team Drake right now,
at no point was it Team Drake.
That's good. I'm just saying though, if anybody right now is Team Drake, I do know some people that are Team Drake, and I'm so sorry.
I know them too. I know.
What I will say, I will give Drake this. When he came on the scene, he had a different approach to rap that people weren't used to. I know some people say, is what he's doing rap whatever because he put a melodic feel on it, but I think that was something that people weren't used to. They were like at that point people were used to rap being a certain way, and he came in and kind of like smoothed things out, I guess if you want to say that, with just like his approach to it. So I'll give him that. He changed a lot of things about the aspect of rapping, like how it's supposed to go. So I mean, I don't know.
Well, my whole thing with Drake
You're
initially,
still a weird person.
my whole thing with Drake initially was just that he just had so much hype when he got into the hip hop world or rap world. I'm just like, he doesn't deserve it. Yeah, he's talented, great. He's a good artist, but I mean, just the amount of fandom that he got from it, I was just like, why? That's what I was. And yeah, you can call me a hater if you want to. I don't really care. It's just because I was confused by it. Because to me, there was just so many better rappers and so many people that made better music. And I was just like, I don't get.
To all the Drake fans listening, I said none of that. That was him.
I'll say it
so
again.
Please don't kill me as well. Just want to be clear.
Well, he's Team Kendrick, so he'll be safe.
That doesn't mean I hate Drake.
Kendrick.
It's just me.
No, but I don't hate Drake either. I just didn't because I'll be the first person to say that he is talented lyrically. His pen game is really good, or at least it was. I don't know if it still is, but because of ghostwriters and whatnot.
Yeah.
But
that's one thing I don't. Okay, I feel like in popular music, that happens more than any other genre.
And I wish it didn't. I wish it didn't.
I don't mind that.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like if there's ghostwriters, then I feel like there's an aspect of it that you can't really claim, and it feels like it's not like fully yours, right?
Exactly. Like,
I mean,
you're singing someone else's words. It's not your story. It's not your experience. You can have good vocals and sing these words, but you don't know what the words mean. You're not like, I don't know. It's not the same thing to me. But again, that's like punk rock. Punk rock is like, you mean what you're saying. Yeah. Those words are personal.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think, like the same thing with lip sync on stage. Like some people are like, it doesn't bother them because they go there for the fantasy. And, some people it does because it's like, well, if you call yourself a singer, you should do that. But I will say, depending on how your voice is doing and also the conditions of where you're performing, that really does, when it comes to voice, for the people who don't know anything about voice, that girl that was talking about Ariana. But there are certain conditions where your voice honestly won't last long enough in whatever atmosphere, like whatever environment that you're in. And so sometimes that does play a part in it. So it's not always because they just want to keep that illusion going for people. Sometimes it's just the best option for that. I mean, there's a lot that goes into taking care of your voice as a singer, as just if you're in a profession where your job is to talk or just use your voice a lot, there's a lot of vocal care that goes into it. And I don't think people, right. And so I don't think people fully realize how much really goes into that, So, I mean, for the people that do sing live though, and they're good, yes.
But also, it's like, well, do you want me to sing?
How dare you?
Or do you want me to perform? Or do you want me to dance and do backflips and stuff like that? Because I can't do both. I won't do both.
Beyonce can do both.
Beyonce can. If
I ever saw her do a flip, I'm going broke. I'm just gonna find out however I can pay her and just give it all. Yeah. Just you're doing flips now.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what?
Sure. So but that's the thing, and that's why she's my favorite.
I haven't really heard you talk about one artist who's very popular and has the most terrifying fan base in the world.
Taylor Swift.
I haven't heard you talk about.
We were trying to spare our lives.
Listen,
but now since you want to,
I'll say it. I'll say it.
I have to go.
I mean this. Okay, this.
You brought it up.
No, this.
I'm a big fan. I gotta go by.
Oh my god. No, this is the thing. Now, vocally.
Say it.
I have to go.
She's not there vocally. Y'all know she's not. Y'all know she's not. No.
I disagree. Oh my gosh, I disagree. Oh, she's so talented.
But I mean, come on, man. It's just like y'all gotta like get out of this. And I'm sorry if they really think her fan base, if they think, oh my gosh, her voice is incredible, then something is happening at these concerts.
What I will say,
Ryland would murder you.
Oh my gosh, Ryland would call us all kinds of bees.
What's up, Ryland?
He would run you over with his Cybertruck.
Ryland, this is Ryland. You guys are idiots.
Oh my god,
that's Ryland. Nope, you're idiots.
I'm just like,
and Lizzie. Oh, Lizzie would actually kill.
But I mean, I'm sorry.
Lizzie would rip us a new one.
She's not a strong singer. She's not a strong vocalist. That's just what it is. I mean, like her writing, obviously, but a lot of people say her writing is very, very adolescent, which is weird.
Is.
I've never gone into her lyrics or listened to her music like that, so I don't know how true that is. But for people to say that her writing is very adolescent, I'm just like, oh, that's not good.
I shouldn't say adolescent. I'd say it's easily digestible for the masses because it's like a Charles Dickens book, like how children he's still a good author, but like it's easily digestible.
Sure.
For who? That's crazy.
Swifties will kill you.
I know.
So
watch your words.
So do you think that's why she's so popular, because her lyrics are so easily digestible?
Very much so. And yeah, so that's why I wouldn't call it adolescent
Simple
writing.
people. I'm just joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
I wouldn't say I would. I would definitely just say it's.
I mean,
that's interesting.
all I know is like I was in Nashville filming a web series recently. A Taylor Swift song came on when we were on Broadway, which is like a little mini Vegas. It's like there's just a bunch of bars.
Nashville, let's go.
And it's very cool.
No.
And T Swift came on, and every Caucasian woman for miles lost their minds. They were standing on top of tables. They were it's like that's their Beyonce. You know what I mean?
They're sleeper agents, and when it comes on, it's just time to activate.
Oh
like,
God! I also want to say that she's gotten better vocally over the years.
But there must be something that speaks to a group of people, really personally, because she has so many fans, and she writes her stuff.
But this is my I mean, I can't say anything about her life because obviously I don't know anything about it. But I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't seem like there's a lot that she's been through. It feels like it's mainly just relationship stuff, or maybe and like the personal things that she goes through because of the relationships. But that's just one facet of life, though. I feel like that's not enough life experience to be like, oh my gosh, like I can relate to it. But I think maybe that's why the girls love her so much, because I mean that's really relatable.
There's a group of people who's that's all they ever. That will be the only negative thing in their life for some people.
Yeah,
that's very true.
You know,
and that's.
No, I mean it happens, but also that goes along the lines of saying, like, when I say easily digestible, because nobody wants to hear about like some of the more serious content that artists have to sing about because they don't want to relive those situations.
See, I want the serious.
Billy, apparently, I guess when it comes to Billy, I guess that's just too serious. You're talking about two things that are too serious. Billy, Billie Eilish.
Listen, and because of that reason, honestly, Billy is right here, and Taylor is way up here. When it comes to fandoms, like the fandom, because trust me,
it's just
she is one of my favorite artists.
She really is good, though. Honestly, just real quick, like she really is good. Like she's very talented. Like the stuff, like the way that she's able to talk about things, just like how she describes it. And Phineas, her brother too. Like I think like people need to give him more credit because obviously he's a huge part of her music, you know, because I mean they do it together, like they work together, and like when he does his stuff on his own, it's really cool and it's very specific to him, and that's what's nice. Like when you hear Phineas's music, you don't hear Billy. Like this is Phineas, this is his thing, and same thing when he's working with his sister. It's like, no, this is Billy, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, they're just very creative people.
Yeah.
Can we come back? Yeah.
Because you said real quick, so I was like, oh, real quick. Okay, so it's real quick and I'll come back. But because what I was he's fine. No, so what I was saying with like the Billie Eilish community, just like when she first came out, like a lot of people were just like, oh, you talking about like that girl with the spider in her mouth?
Yes.
Or the girl that does all that dark stuff.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
like
wow.
that was initially everybody's like base reaction to her.
Didn't Tyler the Creator have a spider in his mouth? He did a similar thing.
Tyler the Creator is insane, and I'm here for every aspect of it.
I love him very much. Sorry, continue.
No problem. Thanks for the quick
You know what's crazy is that he said no problem to you, but me, he's like, can we?
No, because again, you said
so weird.
No, it's not weird. He was
because he's racist.
Yeah, no, but he said really quick.
homophobic.
You said really quick, and I was like, okay, cool, really quick. And then you like said everything about Phineas and Billy. I was like, oh, great.
You're deterring.
Thank you. I am deterring. I had to respond to what you were saying. Below my own terms.
You know, I should have said it on my own terms. Huh?
Your turns were quick.
Did it?
Your turn said quick. No, but okay. And so because of that reason, I feel like her fan base grew steadily and like slower, a lot slower than Taylor Swift's did. Of course, obviously now like she has a huge fan base. Again, not as big as Taylor, but that's neither here nor there. That's just because Billie has talks about very serious issues, as to where Taylor talks about boyfriend problems. And
I'm sorry for the people. Look, it is unfair to judge anybody's experience because you know that's just.
I was agreeing.
It's okay. And, you know, because that's just life, but that's crazy. But I just hope that, you know, the ones that, like you said, that'll probably be the most tragic thing that happened to them. I hope they truly learn, if they don't already, to just love and appreciate their life. Because if that's all that you have to go through in life, then, you know, God bless you. He is shining on you. You know what I'm saying?
You're one of the chosen.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's just like the worst thing that's going to happen in your life is in like relationship issues. And I'm like, you know what? I mean, I just hope that, you know, they can recognize that and just be like, man, but I mean, they probably won't. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh my gosh, I'm going through so much, my boyfriend. I'm like, I mean, it sucks.
I'd like to interject, but I also think you'd like to interject as well.
Oh, I'm done.
I've met people in the industry and I've had friends of friends who are like that, and they don't appreciate. In fact, it's the exact opposite. Like, they think they have the worst lives ever in the world, and they're like, no one understands how bad my life is. And then they say what their problems are, and it's like, 90% of people's lives are so much harder than yours, and you don't understand. But I don't know. I wonder I wonder if it's just one of those things where like they've been so sheltered that like everything feels unbearable because like they haven't had to deal with anything. And I don't know. Like you said, I don't want to judge people's experience, but it's frustrating sometimes.
You're both judging. No,
and you can shut up. No, I mean, but that goes back into why I was saying, you know, it's unfair to judge people's experience because, like you said, like there's probably a reason for that. You know, maybe they have been sheltered, or maybe it's just, you know what I mean? And that within itself, though, I feel like can be such an interesting life experience, though, because like, what would that come from? But obviously, if you don't realize that, would ever blow.
But more people I know, like, I feel like all the people I know who are happiest have been through the most and chose to choose happiness anyways. You know what I mean? Like,
that was powerful. Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just interesting.
No, I think it's interesting too because you can go through life. What I was gonna say is that like in relationships, some people put so much stock and value and stake into their relationships that when they lose it, it's like almost the same thing as like going bankrupt. Like they feel like they have nothing left in their life to give because they've given all of their life to this other person. And so for some people, it is their entire life that has gotten rocked, and something like a Taylor Swift song could possibly mend that. It might not be as big as like abuse or anything like that, but you know, it's something that just a simple like we've been together for 5 years and you decided that you don't love me anymore.
I do relate to that though.
That's right. That's exactly what I'm saying. You know,
10 years.
It's. Oh my gosh. Thank you. And I'm comforting you through him, but you know, because it wasn't for you.
Still touch me.
It wasn't it because I'm not stretched, bro. I'm stubbly. My limbs are short.
Aw.
And so no, don't fucking touch me.
Let's move on. Actually, speaking about Billie Eilish and Phineas, I just wanted to tell another little quick story here. That kind of ties into how we met.
Okay.
So I've told myself as well, like I'm gonna meet Billy and Phineas, and I'm going to work with them. Like this is gonna happen. I've prayed about it and all that stuff.
You will.
And so there was an event that happened. I know, friend. I know. There was an event that happened last Saturday, to where I was invited as an audience stand-in member. You get paid to be, so it's called standing room only. You get paid to be an audience member. Mm-hmm. And so I got picked as one of the people to be a part of the audience member for this dance party that was on Saturday. What's today? August.
Oh my goodness.
August 10th. I want to say like August 10th. And so I declined to go because I had been feeling sick all week, and I was like, you know what? I just need time to recover and also be in Bakersfield and just what?
I'm sorry. I just know what's gonna happen.
I know it sucks. It sucks. And be in Bakersfield and start like kind of getting back to like my normal life, and so I wasn't like missing out on certain things that I had to do here for projects. So I was at my grandpa's house and we were watching the ending ceremony at the Olympics. This was Sunday. And we saw at the end of the ceremony that they ended up in Long Beach. And I was like, oh, that event that I was supposed to be at was in Long Beach. And then at the event, Billy and Phineas were both there. And so looking further into the job I was supposed to do, I was supposed to be at that event. And there was literally only like maybe 60 to 70 people in the audience, and Billy and Phineas were like, I mean, a stone's throw away, with like probably not that much security. The Snoop Dogg was there, but I was just like, that was my moment. That was my opportunity. So just like, well, I know, and I know.
It wasn't. But, and it will come, but I understand. I'm sorry.
No, I appreciate everyone who's tried to help me in this situation, and I appreciate that.
No, I believe that. I really believe that.
I understand.
I just want to say, when I was comforting him, I was like, he was told not to share it with me because I wouldn't have been helpful. I wasn't going to be helpful at all.
Oh, because when I shared it with him, he said, "You see." That will not ever be what I want to hear when that situation not once.
That sounds like part of the conversation and not the whole thing.
Just the fact that you started with that.
I didn't say you see. I did not say you see. I said no. I said
any form of I told you so.
I didn't say I told you so either. It wasn't a form of that. It wasn't a form of that. It was not a form of I told you so.
I immediately wanted to hang up in your face.
Oh my gosh. Because I was just like, why? I was like, why do you... No, I think I said, why do you keep doing this?
To yourself. To yourself.
Because there was another situation.
It's a reoccurring thing.
There was another situation with a very big artist. And he didn't go. And I was just like, I think that, obviously a lot of the time, as you always say, there'll be 1,000 no's, but then after that, there'll be that one yes that'll make it worthwhile. And I was like, I think that you should keep doing it, because the fact that these opportunities have happened means that they are meant to happen for you. You just have to keep, taking it, even if it doesn't turn up anything. And so that was the point of me saying that. That's where I got to after I said, why do you keep doing this?
You don't start with stuff like that when I was so upset that day.
I'm sure that friend, all he had to say was, oh man, that sucks. I'm so sorry.
It's comforting.
But that was it, right?
No.
What else did this friend say? Because I want to say who it is, but I'm not going to do that.
He also said, like, man, I know how much that meant for you. That's really tough. I know how much that meant for you. Like, it meant a lot. I feel so bad for you. I'm so sorry.
I don't need anybody to take pity on me.
I didn't need pity, but I was good to have that comforting friend who knows how much that meant to me. Let me get back to what I was saying.
Real quick, I just wanted to know that I hope that you realize that I would never just throw salt in your wound like that.
That's what happened.
No, it's not.
It was so salty.
No, it was not.
It was incredibly salty.
Okay. Well, then I guess he was right then. Moving on.
No, I appreciate where you were trying to go with it, but it definitely, like, again, I looked at the phone like, Okay.
But I know that feeling. I've had more of those experiences in my life than anything else. Like most of my life has been those experiences where I'm like, I really want to work with this person, or I really want to do. And then once there was someone I really wanted to work with, and I finally got to work with them, and I'm like, oh, they're awful to be around in real life. And I'm like, oh no. So it's just like
say their names. No, I'm
does.
just kidding. I'm joking.
So I don't know. Things definitely don't go the way you want. And sometimes you think this one person is the person you're supposed to connect with. And sometimes it's not. And that sucks. And that's a hard pill to swallow. But then you end up working. Like for me, it ended up being Shane. Like the person that like it finally happened with. And like did change my life.
Yeah.
And like I'm still nowhere near where I want to be in life. But, you know, like those things will happen eventually. And you're both working at it. And you're both really talented and funny and charismatic. And that's why I'm here. Because I want to shout you guys out.
Apparently you're a horrible friend, though, for one of us.
I don't have.
He said it, not me.
But yeah, I don't know.
But thank you so much.
That's one of the main reasons I'm here too. Is like I have 3 fans, and I would like those 3 to watch this podcast.
He's so dumb.
I would like to help in any way I can because you deserve it, both of you.
Thank
you.
you. But no, and I agree with what you're saying. Like it hurts. It hurt really bad at the time because of it's like it's an opposite thing. Like I felt like I didn't miss the opportunity when I met you, but this one felt like a missed one because like it's like a story of like there's this like joke about how there's this guy who's like stranded in the ocean, and a ship comes by and says, "Hey, you need any help?" And he goes, "Oh no, it's okay. Like I prayed to God and He's gonna save me." So they're like, "Oh, okay, cool." They ship off, and so another one comes. "Hey man, you seem to be in trouble. You know, you want some help?" "Oh no, it's okay. Like God's gonna save me. So like, thank you guys." And so it goes on a few more times, and he ends up drowning. And so he goes up to heaven, and he asks God, "Hey, what happened? I thought you were gonna save me." And God says, "Well, I sent ships to you."
Yeah.
And you didn't accept any of them.
Yeah.
So it reminds me of that joke because it's just like, it wasn't funny for me then, but it just reminds me of that joke because it's just like, maybe that was one of the ships that he sent, which again, he sent multiple. So like, I do believe that if I, you know,
and you know it
do
won't
it
be
again,
the last.
Right. That's what I'm saying. But like, I do know that I can do that for myself as well. Yeah. And so it just at that moment, it's like as good as it felt when that connection was made, that one was almost exact opposite.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No,
so
I do relate.
Yeah. So I'm recovering from it and recovered from it. But at that moment, it was just like a big blow to my psyche.
Yeah. I relate.
Thank you for being there for me. I appreciate it.
Take that and shove it. Whatever. Fine.
Take it and shove it. Oh. But this was a good podcast, guys. We didn't get through all of our subjects, but who cares? It was fun.
It was all about conversation.
I hate it.
He never says this outside of this, so that's what's crazy. It's like I do it all the time.
That's so not true. I've told you.
You don't say I hate this.
I have. I've told you I hate it.
Well, I hate you.
I don't hate you. I love you.
That's a lie.
It's not a lie. You know it. He can't leave me. He's not allowed.
That's weird.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
He's fine,
Because
Chris.
he's making me feel
Chris,
like
he's okay.
blink twice.
No, Chris, thank you so much for being a part of the podcast.
Thank you for letting me be here. This was really fun.
Yeah, okay, that's good. And I hope you had fun today too.
Was I the worst?
Did.
Was I the worst guest you've ever had? Be honest. Be honest. Be honest. Be honest.
No, be honest. Be honest. Be honest. No, let's be honest.
Let's be honest. We actually, that's another thing I wanted to say really quick too. Like, we were gonna have him like during Pride Month. You know, Chris is openly gay, and he I want to say is really a key person to come to if you like want to like talk about like coming out and like how important it is to come out, and just I feel like he like makes people feel really comfortable, and like a lot of people I've seen a lot of his fans like really like let him know that how great that they make them feel for people like coming out and stuff like that. So I really wanted to have you on that one.
That's one of the nicest things anyone's ever said to me. Thank you.
And you're incredibly brave for something like that, and just and continuing to be that person is also incredibly brave. So you didn't just stop at just coming out. Like you still want to like actively help people And that's just really brave.
I had no one to help me, so I want to help as many people as I can. Yeah, that's a goal of mine.
For sure.
You're not going to do any shout-outs?
Shoot!
We got clocked.
That is the first time.
We got clocked.
Oh my gosh.
We got clocked.
Well, no, because this is the finale, Chris. We're not doing shout outs.
Oh,
No,
okay,
just kidding.
okay,
No.
Shout out to y'all.
Boo.
Shout out to y'all. To everybody that has
cop-out.
been watching. No,
That is
it's
a
not.
cop-out.
No, but I mean,
I have a
for real,
shout out.
though.
I have a shout out.
Okay, but if
I have a shout out.
Oh, now
I have
you
a
do. But no, I mean, but for real, no. A big shout out to everybody that's been
true,
watching.
true.
You know, this is something that we want to continue growing. That we want to do some cool things with. If it leads to that, and just being able to really engage and just give y'all something to look forward to. Hopefully,
Yeah.
We try to keep things, somewhat lighthearted. Obviously, we get into some things sometimes, but we really want to just be friends that talk trash and just talk about music.
And we like having guests come and watch us talk trash to each other and be
You know what I'm
horrible to
saying?
each other.
We're voyeurs.
It's crazy.
We like being watched.
Whoa,
That's
I just
crazy.
realized I'm in the cuck chair right
You
now.
are in
like
the cuck
I'm in
chair.
the I
You're
just
definitely in the cuck chair,
realized.
Shane. We found a new cuck.
Wow.
Sorry, Shane.
If y'all don't know what that is, check out the Shane Dawson
Google
podcast.
cuck.
No, Google. Don't listen to him. Listen to me.
Yes.
Go watch the podcast, and they will tell you what it is. So you don't have to Google it.
All right, so shout outs. All right, so first shout out.
My nipples are hard.
That was the goal.
That was the goal. Nice and hard. But so the first shout out I'm gonna do is Corey Slabs. Corey Slabs, I want to give you a shout out, bro. You were doing your thing. The style of music that he does is, I would say, kind of like plug and be, kind of hyper pop ish, trap style of music, and it's a really unique sound, and like he's doing his thing, and I just want to say that I'm proud of you, and I have a lot of respect for what you're doing and what you're contributing to the music scene, because obviously not everybody dives into that style of music. Everybody, I guess, tends to lean more towards a little bit more mainstream, I guess, ish. But I mean, who really knows what mainstream is anymore? But anyway, yeah, I just want to give you a shout out, bro. Like, keep doing your thing, keep killing it. I appreciate you. Corey Slabs. Now we'll have it right under here.
Right under here.
Right under here.
So dumb. My shout out is for Sienna. No, Sienna's been doing her thing. She's an amazing artist. Her vocals are so clean and pure. And it's one of the reasons why I fell in love with her in the first place. Because when I first seen her perform.
She has a boyfriend.
Okay. I fall in love with a lot of people. I'm allowed to fall in love with people.
Do you?
Do I fall in love with people?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
Quite easily. I know you don't know what love is, and I know we need to teach you.
I know that you don't show love. That's crazy for you to be like,
Oh,
I don't get to make out and give you love.
I show love.
Yeah, I can. Okay.
This reminds me of when you said he was a whore in high school.
Yeah, that's how he shows love.
Bullies.
So as you were
It's
saying,
okay. They can't keep me down. But no, Sienna, you're awesome. I can't wait to work with you soon. Hopefully, I know we talked about it, and hopefully, we can get our stuff together. We can get the works together, because I think we can make amazing music. And this isn't a plight. I just wanted to put that out there as well. Yes. But yeah, keep doing your thing. She opened up for T-Pain recently.
She did.
We voted for her.
So
and
cool.
Man, I'm excited to see where you're gonna go. And excited to work with you. And your mother's awesome. You're awesome. You guys are awesome. So
Yes. Yeah. And
Chris, you have a shout out?
Yeah. Do you want to shout out anyone?
Oh, I don't have any friends. I don't know.
That's crazy. No, if you do, it's fine. If not, we'll cut it.
You put me on the spot. I don't know. I
did,
can't think of anybody.
definitely.
I don't know. I'm here to shout out you guys. So.
Well, no, thank you.
Thank you.
No,
Yeah,
for sure.
Where can they find you?
everywhere. I'm ChrisBStation on everything. On like the platform previously known as Twitter, on Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, all the things. All
Sure. formerly known
but
as
my
X.
favorite platforms are YouTube and Instagram because I'm an elderly gay man.
Not an
That's
elderly.
funny. Elderly. You're not that much
well,
older than me.
in gay years, which is like dog years.
Oh.
I'm near death.
That's tough.
I can't go to WeHo. All the kids will be like, "Why is Grandpa here?" You know what I mean? Like,
Shoot, that's
crazy.
hilarious. But you don't even have any gray hairs yet. That's
I have
great.
so many actually. When the sun hits it at the right angle,
Oh,
it's
gosh.
it's like,
Oh,
Oh,
gosh.
that's kind of cool.
Thank you.
It's like it changes. That's cool.
That is cool.
You're stupid. But thank you all so much. And that was the season finale. Season 1
Season 10.
down. Get ready for season 2 because we're gonna bring it to you.
See, I would have sang with him, but that was horrible.
Get ready for season 2 because we're gonna bring it to you.
That was also bad.
It was bad.
But that was because of me that time.
That time.
The first time was definitely you.
Bye.
Bye. Mwah. I'm just kidding.
Wow.